it's Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is a random video. Spur of the moment. As you can tell, I was watching my good friend Michael Keane, the Choice Voice. I was editing some stuff, and while I'm editing, while it publishes, I was watching some of my friend's videos. Fun old rant of him talking about Fantasy Island. One, to rewatch his review, it's very funny. And two, to remember the movie, because I forgot about Fantasy Island 2020. And during this video, he talked about IMDB. He's talking about other places, Rotten Tomatoes, and also Google. Like Google users and the comments under there. So they got me thinking about IMDB and user reviews. Now granted, everyone has a right to like or dislike any film they want. In all truthfulness. Have I been a dick about that? Sure. But in all truthfulness, deep down, everyone has every movie has a fan, every movie has a non-fan. Still, I wanted to look at the user reviews, the 1-star user reviews for one of my favorite films ever, Aliens, and read their reasonings as to why they gave it 1 star. Just out of curiosity. And then I found this, which is why I decided to make the video. Evil. This film is outright evil. These are images that belong in hell, and no decent human being should recreate them or watch them. If you do watch it, your soul will suffer. Now, I don't know if this person is just making a joke or kidding. Funny enough, 6 out of 59 people found this review helpful. From Harry Plinkett. Evil. Images belong in hell. Now, if you were talking about Alien 3, I could understand that. You know, autopsy on Newt. Hicks being, you know, without a head, without a face. But no, he's very serious. I mean, he's done other reviews. Jackie Brown Underrated. Taken. Fails to make one care. Okay. Indiana Jones The Last Crusade. Repetitive, nonsensical, fraudulent. But still fun. Fraudulent. Beloved's Radovan 3. Golden Child, 0 for effort. Wow. But that's not about that. So, no, this person's serious. So we get to this one. Hey Jim, what have you done to my Ripley? I usually like James Cameron movies, more than any Scorsese or Spielberg's actually, but this sequel just hurts me real bad. Really? You like James Cameron films, but you don't like Aliens? That's one of his best. I would say his best. But hey. In Ridley Scott's film, Ripley was a sexy heroine. Not the fucking shit you shoot up. Fighting with no massive weapons, who did not cry for dead daughters or any of those dumb sentimental cliches that most people love but I don't. She was alone and fought. So her being an actual human being that, oh my god, my daughter, that I missed her birthday because I was asleep for 57 years, that's a sentimental cliche. Even her ship partners didn't care for her. Really? You're telling me her crewmates didn't care for her? I thought Tom Skerritt did. He cared. But, okay. She was a horror survivor. she is in this movie. Well, for Mr. Cameron, that was all wrong. He thought Scott was portraying Ripley as a heartless and useless person. I assume. Well, you assume wrong. Have you watched the special features? That's one of the reasons why he did Aliens, because he loved the character Ripley. So he equipped her with the biggest machine gun out there, packed with infinite ammo. There's not infinite. There is an actual fucking clip that actually showcases the fucking ammo. They even made it a point to cut to the clip going down in ammo when she's shooting the eggs. But yeah, sure, it's infinite. So violence lovers can drool just staring at it, and she only had to shoot, and he added a little girl to replace a coming out of nowhere dead daughter. Coming out of nowhere dead daughter? What do you mean coming out of nowhere? Was there any fucking point in time to talk about daughters when a fucking alien is on your ass in the first movie? Wants me to cheer for the girl, cry for the girl, and love the girl while she screams like being possessed by a really high-pitched voice demon. Terrific. Oh, you know, because when a little girl sees a xenomorph, I guess she should make jokes. Like a fucking Marvel film. I've started to hate her in the movie, and that's what I'm still doing. Good for you. Along with the little girl, Cameron wants me to cheer for more cute people. The U.S. Army. Actually, the Colonial Marines. There is a difference, but I'm sure you would not know that. Cool, let's say some people were living on the dead planet, so we send the army in order to save them. The Colonial Marines. I guess you think maybe the Air Force use boats. And the Navy likes to fly, I don't know, with parachute pants. Well, I'm not American, so I can't have any good feelings about their army. I'm sorry. You have a military in every fucking country, dipshit, but what do I know? And it's not about them being military, it's about them being likable characters with personalities like Vasquez, Hicks, Hudson. I'd rather watch Avatar anytime. At least Jim wants me to cheer for the right people on that one. Fuck are you talking about? They're not even people, but... So wait a minute. You're mad because you don't have a U.S. Army, so I can't... I'd rather watch Avatar. At least Jim wants me to cheer for the right people on that one. So they're not the right people here. They want to go in to find colonists who may or may not be hurt. But they're not the right people to cheer. I guess you're supposed to cheer for the xenomorphs in this guy's case. Or the U.S. Army. They are the Colonial Marines, by the way. Not the Army. Obviously, you don't know the military because you don't know the fucking difference. You probably think a fucking possum is the same as a fucking dog. And Avatar sucks. Finally, while the alien in Scott's 1979 masterpiece was a force of nature that nobody could kill, here James Cameron introduced us a bunch of useless bugs that could be killed easily than an ant, just for the sake of appreciate all the weaponry and all the shooting. Well, it is a living being. I guess he wanted to be, I don't know, invincible. Okay. The thing was still afraid of fire. So you want to talk about how it's a force of nature, but it still did not like fire. Didn't like the flamethrower. You know it got obliterated by a fucking harpoon, right? Fucking harpoon. Remember the harpoon at the end of the first movie? Blew out the goddamn airlock. But I guess you forgot that part. For that, I'd rather watch Terminator. Well, Terminator's a good movie. I find the sequel appalling. It destroyed the planet built by Mr. Scott, flooding it with the more basic cliches a movie can have. What are you talking about, cliches? What cliches? Sentimentality? You mean likable characters? You mean motivation? You mean building up a character so that they're a three-dimensional character? Wow, I didn't know that was a cliche. By the way, the first Alien, you could say that's cliches. You ever seen Planet of the Vampires? It, The Terror from Beyond Space? You ever seen those movies? And I love Alien. I hate this movie, especially the annoying little girl. The only girl I see is fucking you. Oh, in the end, a shameless ripoff. Of what? You call her a ripoff, but... Oh, because out of the airlock? At least it was done in a different way. 1 out of 10 because there's no 0 out of 10. Oh yeah, all that makes it a 1 out of 10. That's why you don't talk about the music, you don't talk about the special effects, you don't talk about the acting performances. Uh-huh. Ignacio mid 14. Does this person have any other things on here? Wow, that was a waste of fucking time. Oh, thank God it's not Asnit 6, 5, and 4. You're right. You know what? I'm sorry. I wasn't in search of Mozart. I apologize. Huh. Well, go figure. At least we both don't mind Star Trek 5. Go figure. Oh, but he hates Goodfellas. Every single person in the world seems to love this movie, but I don't. I don't enjoy watching a guy killing everyone just because he's socially inept psycho. There's a lot more to Goodfellas. Maybe you saw a different movie. Okay. So, yeah. Because you have sentimentality and you try to build a character up because, I don't know, give her some type of history with the character. And she has to be... maybe he loves that girl in Doom Annihilation. Probably loves that fucking dumpster fire movie. What does this person say? Terrible. This movie is hot trash. I finished watching it with a friend because he had to finish it, and I watched the last 15 minutes of it. So wait a minute. You watched 15 minutes, not the entire movie. You finished watching it, and then you watched the last 15 minutes of it. Which is it? You finished watching it with a friend, but you watched the last 15 minutes. So did you watch the whole movie, or did you watch the last 15 minutes? It was probably the worst graphics. Is this the same dumb motherfucker that thinks, I don't know, The Dark Knight is R-rated? Graphics. Graphics. What, you thought that was CGI? Your fucking mind is a CGI waste. The worst logic and painful to watch. What is the worst logic? You care to explain? Or you just want to throw random shit? Painful to watch. Just like your comment. I don't know if I can even recover. I can't recover from your stupidity. Even Sesame Street is better. Well, you definitely Oscar the Grouch. Even Big Bird would give you the fucking bird. Just like that. And the big yellow chicken shit would call you shit. Get the fuck out of here. Ripley and Shaw were wronged by the writers. They both tripped genocides. Any more yellow? Both Lieutenant Ellen Ripley and Dr. Elizabeth Shaw were written as protagonists and heroes by the writers, but they are both actually tripped genocides. Oh, this would be fun. Ripley was celebrated by movie fans for going toe-to-toe with company man Carter Burke, who wanted to sneak 2 alien embryos past quarantine by smuggling them to Ripley's and another character's body while they were in hibernation. He was then going to kill the rest of the crew by sabotaging their hibernation units. Ripley swore she was going to tell the company everything he tried to do and make sure they had nailed him right to the wall. Yeah? Actually, Carter Burke is the hero who would have prevented a genocide. I want to stop reading. But I will not. He's the one who sent out Newt's family to investigate, and they're the ones that found the spaceship. The spaceship that was filled with hundreds if not thousands of eggs. If this had not happened this way, the station colony would have continued to grow in size, hundreds more human families. And eventually one day someone would have found that spaceship and those eggs, and those hundreds or thousands of humans would all be killed by the aliens. You still had hundreds killed by the aliens, you dipshit. 60 or 70 families. How much do you think 60 or 70 families are, fucknut? Let's say 70 families. You say there's 2 people, which we know that's not the case. That's still over 100. There's probably 200-300 people. Goddamn town meeting. So you said that was filled with hundreds. There were fucking hundreds. You stupid fuck. Carter Burke wanted to murder 2 innocent people, put parasites into 2 innocent people, and put them back for a goddamn weapon. You stupid fuck. If you don't like the film, that's fine, but not from infecting people with stupidity. Why the original explorers before the terraformers didn't find the spaceship is beyond me. It's apparently really close to base, but I have to let it go. Who said it was close to base? You don't know how long they drove. It's clearly an environment that's always windy, that is dead outside, so they probably want to stay in the facility and keep what's running in the facility close by. And if you have to have exact coordinates to get there, yeah, you have exact coordinates to get there. There are people nowadays that can't find a fucking house in the middle of a goddamn country. You have a mailman who can't even find a place that people live out here. I shit you not. That actually has happened around here. On Earth. Fucking post office can't find... Whoop, where does this go? Whoops, it got lost in the mail. A lot of things fucking happen, man. As for Dr. I don't know why they was bringing Elizabeth Shaw into this from Prometheus, but whatever. Pretty much talking about Prometheus. These women heroes were wronged by the writers, and I'm the only one who sees this. I don't... This stuff about Prometheus I don't give a shit about. Or Alien Covenant. What the fuck is this even about? Someone would have found that spaceship, and those eggs and those hundreds of humans would all be killed by the aliens. Which they were, because Carter Burke sent them there, which got infected and killed the base. So Carter Burke created the genocide of those colonists. And you're saying Carter Burke is the hero. That's why Ripley was pissed. Instead of, you know, warn them, get them the fuck out of there, and have no one go there? Or maybe a bunch of people with fucking flamethrowers? You stupid fuck. How about this? How about Carter Burke? Hey, there's the coordinates. Get a bunch of fucking people with flamethrowers, burn the motherfuckers. There you go. Then Carter Burke would be the hero. Not the case here, you stupid fucking piece of... God damn it. Moran, its sequel to Alien. Let's see where this goes. Ridley Scott made a brilliant film in Alien. Many years later, he made an equally brilliant prequel called Prometheus. This guy says Aliens is a 1 out of 10 movie, but he just said Prometheus is equally brilliant to Alien. The movie where people don't wear suits. They just do whatever the fuck they want. They cough. This is a movie... Prometheus is a movie where a guy gets high in his fucking spacesuit. And some vagina-looking fucking creature kills him. in his suit after he smoked a fucking blunt. Or whatever the fuck, he got high on his own supply. But it's equally brilliant to Alien. And Aliens is a 1 out of 10 movie. Why do I want to keep I should just give up on He decided to make his version sentimental by introducing an irritating child that kept screaming so Ripley could say dumb things to reassure it. Kept screaming. That's funny. I remember mostly Newt was fucking mute. She screamed a little bit when she first saw him. It wasn't really that much of a scream. And she screamed when an alien grabbed her. But most of the fucking time in the middle, the majority of the film, she was mute. Or she talked as quietly as one can be. Say dumb things to reassure it. What dumb things? I mean, you are the one that thinks Prometheus is brilliant. Which shows where your brain cells have vacated towards. Prometheus brilliant? It's about brilliant as a kick in the nuts. About as brilliant as, I don't know, a Rob Schneider movie. Actually, Rob Schneider's movie, I give more credit to the Prometheus. It was about as smart as, I don't know. You see that dog shit over there? No, I don't. It don't exist. Just like any kind of brilliance in Prometheus don't fucking exist. Dominated by a group of U.S. Marines. These Marines were to have a combined IQ of about -5. Oh, like yourself. So I guess you know. Let's go and oh my god, what is that? Did anyone ever say, oh my god, what is that? They said a lot of things than those two. You ever been mistaken for a man? No, have you? "17 days, we're not gonna last 17 hours. This girl lasts longer there with no training. Why would you put her in charge? Stay frosty. Stay alert. But sure, they just say, oh my god, what is that? Bill Paxton ended every sentence with the word man. No, he didn't. Guess he didn't watch the movie. Ripley was given lines just as bad as the Marines. Oh, you mean in the role that got her an Oscar nomination? Did any actors get Oscar nomination for Prometheus? That's so equally brilliant? Huh? Wait, Sigourney Weaver, who got an Oscar nomination for, what was that, Aliens? Who got an Oscar nomination for Prometheus? Was that Jack or Shit? Oh, it's Jack Shit. I've heard of him. The aliens were not scary no matter how many there were. Oh, but the albino bald fucks in Prometheus, they were scary. They were scary as fucking Frankenberry or Count Dracula trying to sell me fucking Cocoa Puffs. Count Chocola's ass. The Marines shot at the aliens with a huge weaponry. Lance Henriksen got his head blown off, but carried on talking. I don't know what version he saw. I don't remember Lance Henriksen getting his head blown off. Do you? What movie was that he got his head blown off? I've never seen that version. He must have seen a special edition. Or something that only exists in his own fragmented fucking mind. After this success, Mr. Cameron got to make a 3-hour-long movie about a ship that was perfectly designed. It sank. You mean Titanic, that became the most successful film of all time? I'm not even a fan of Titanic, but you say stupid shit, you do treat it like an idiot. Yeah, Prometheus is so fucking smart. Yeah, that's why... What was one of the things the scientist said? Because I choose to believe it. Yep, that's how all scientists talk. And you know, the giant CGI vagina looking face hugger. Oh, was that the film Charlize Theron is running in a straight line when she could just run left over here and not get crushed? Here's Charlize Theron. Here's the thing. You know, you could run over here. No. You could run over here. No. You mean that movie? Prometheus? Yeah, that was so great. Such a great movie. God damn, man. A mindless shoot 'em up. If Aliens were a horror movie as Alien and its true sequel Alien 3 are, why does that have to be a horror movie? Alien was already a horror movie. Why does it have to be a horror movie? So you're putting it in such strict corners now. It has to be a horror movie. No, it doesn't. Says who? Where are these rules? This mindless shooting them up with this TV formatted aspect ratio is clearly the black sheep of the original trilogy. Clearly. Yes, the film that most people, including me, call the best or one of the best. Yes, that's the black sheep. Most people would say Alien 3 or even Alien Resurrection, but you said the first three. Most people would say Alien 3, but hey. If you like Alien 3, to your own. And TV format aspect ratio. That's funny. When I watch the Blu-ray, there's no TV aspect ratio. Maybe you need a better TV instead of the antenna that your daddy has. It is enjoyable, yes. So it's enjoyable, but it's a 1 out of 10 movie. As an Alien film, it definitely doesn't cut it. Perhaps they should have given the project to Stallone or Schwarzenegger and waited until they had drawn up a script that would have fit the criteria set by the first movie. You know what? I actually would love to have seen Stallone or Schwarzenegger. That would have been cool. I mean, I love Michael Biehn, but if Stallone was Hicks, that'd be pretty cool. Stallone, you think he's the hero, but he's still the hero, a hero, but Ripley takes over. Hey, Sigourney Weaver and Stallone, I'd see that movie. Fuck yeah. I don't know why that makes this film bad. We have James Cameron to blame for clearly not understanding that classy horror pictures should not be about macho gun-wielding Rambo antics and people admiring and greasing up each other's muscles. When were they greasing each other's muscles? The only time that happened is Vasquez doing pull-ups. Where else in the movie did people do anything with muscles? Can someone name that to me? I would love to know. Please feel free. Thank goodness Alien 3 restored the franchise to its bleak and artistic horror roots. The first Alien film is not really bleak. I mean, it's a horror film, but will you call the first Alien bleak? I mean, Ripley and her cat survived. They got out of there just fine. Happy ending. I wouldn't call that bleak. So I don't understand this bleak. And artistic? Yeah. With all the problems that has, with a bunch of bald motherfuckers with barcodes on their heads that you don't give a shit about, yep, that's artistic. And the shitty looking alien it's not CGI, I keep wanting to say it. You know, that's artistic as well. Because it has to be a horror film. It can't be nothing else. And somehow that's a 1 out of 10. Not 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. What about the acting? What about the effects? What about the music? Guess you don't care about that. Oh well. 1 Alien was enough. No, 2 was enough. Alien is in my DVD collection, but not the rest. Beginning with this sequel. I'm sorry, but having low-life people portrayed as astronauts is ludicrous and insulting. Astronauts? Did you see the right movie? You sure you're not talking about Prometheus? I put up with it in Alien, but it's even worse in this film. So wait, you put up with it in Alien, so does that mean you're not really a fan of Alien? I mean, if you put up with it in Alien... Sigourney Weaver's character, who is extremely profane and butch-like in her macho feminist overdone periodization. Profane? I don't remember being that profane. Was she that profane? I mean, she said, "Get away from her, you bitch," at the end. But she wasn't talking like Andrew Dice Clay. And Butch Light? So her moments with Newt, I guess they're Butch Light. Those are Butch Light. And Macho Feminist? Yeah, because no man helped her other than the Marines and Hicks and Hudson. You know, there's no strong males too. And Bishop, he didn't help her either. No one helped her because, you know, that's usually what feminism means. Usually that's the definition of feminism, right? Who cares about scary aliens when the supposed good guys are this sleazy? The cast fits the scummy people perfectly as these actors are known for these kind of roles. Just another in a line of films directed by James Cameron that features scumbags as lead characters. Of course, the sick critics loved it. Figures. And 45 out of 162 found this helpful? Man, you don't know what a scumbag is, apparently. Unless you look in the mirror. What makes some scumbags? Vasquez. What makes Vasquez a scumbag? Or Hicks? What makes Hicks a scumbag? How about you give actual, I don't know, examples of this? Examples? You know what that word means? If not, then I can, yeah. Gee, I wonder what he thinks are not scumbag characters. If he thinks the aliens, those characters are scumbags. Go ahead, man. What characters are not scumbags? If you think those are. Love to see what movies. Let's see where this goes. Skyfall 9, because yeah, James Bond. Well, I like James Bond, but what's the difference between James Bond and some of those characters based on interactions and reactions to people? Isn't James Bond the guy who takes women to bed and fucks them? I'm down for that, but I guess you don't think that's scummy. I don't either, but you're the one who thinks... Red Planet, 8. Aliens is a 1 out of 10, but Red Planet is an 8 out of 10. Again, Aliens is a 1 out of 10, but Red Planet, that's an 8 out of 10. Don't get me wrong, I know I'm not one to talk, but I'll still talk because I'm talking. Taken 2, 8 out of 10. Yeah, a movie that had horrible, god-awful editing. A movie that's so stupid, there's literally a scene where bad guys, Liam Neeson's on the phone, there's bad guys over here with guns, they politely let him talk on the phone, warn his daughter to do this, do that, not do this, not do that. They don't shoot him in the leg, they don't shoot his phone out of his hand, they don't order him, hey, I'm going to kill your lady if you don't. They politely let him finish his phone call. And then they grab him. And by the way, Taken 2 is the same movie where the daughter is able to find her father because Liam Neeson literally goes, drop grenades into the street. When you get closer, I'll let you know. So please keep dropping grenades into the street so I can know how far away you are from me as I'm tied up and I will hear the explosions. That's literally Taken 2. But that's an 8 out of 10 movie, but Aliens is a 1 out of 10 movie. Okay. Sure. What's the big deal? Explosions, machine guns, people trapped in a spaceship, and an alien on their pursuit. Seems to me like one of those Friday the 13th movies. What am I missing? Spelling. English class. That's what you're missing. It's not movies. It's movies. M-O-V-I-E-S, not movies. I don't know what a movies is. You need to move the I to its proper place. So that's the big deal. Movies. You know, I mean, hey, what can I say? I love that movies. I love movies. Garbage movie. Trash scenes en masse. Stupid Marines, stupid child, stupid action scenes, stupid dialogue en masse. Alien from Ridley Scott is also today great with Wait, what? Alien from Ridley Scott is also today great with suspense. But this Aliens garbage movie is really bad. This movie is totally misspelled. Overrated from many stupid fans. Aliens is a movie that won no need. I'm guessing English is not your first language. You don't explain much of anything. You just say it's stupid. But then you don't really type that well. But I mean, if English is not your first language, that's understandable. Also, there's other ways to describe a movie than just stupid. So when you go, stupid, 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 this is stupid, this is stupid, stupid, stupid. You sound like the guy from Planet 9 from Outer Space. You stupid, stupid, stupid. It's a movie that won no need. Okay, USA. Way overrated. Compared to Alien, Aliens is just a glorified Sci-Fi Channel movie. Gone is all the mystery that made the first movie one of the greatest science fiction and horror movies of all time. What mystery was gone? The alien queen, I guess, but there's still a lot of mystery. How were the aliens created, which we never needed to know, but Prometheus did that. Don't blame Prometheus for that. Sci-Fi Channel? You haven't seen a Sci-Fi Channel movie, apparently. I have. I can name you multiple Sci-Fi Channel films. How about this? I want you to do a marathon, Jack Jeebs. I want to do you do a marathon of Three-Headed Shark Attack, about 4 Asylum movies. Take your pick. A Sharktopus, Sharknado 1, 2, and 3, 4 and 5 if you want. Watch those movies, then watch Aliens, then see if it's a Sci-Fi Channel film. And what makes it a Sci-Fi Channel movie? No explanation, no nothing. Nothing, absolutely jack shit of reasoning. Just gone is all the mystery. What mystery? What mystery are you looking for? This has got to be so far the worst in the series. I'm split on this and Alien 3 on which one is worse. First of all, there is a cat. Holy shit, there's a cat in it. I hate cats. Deal with it. Second is Bill Paxton's worst role in film. I cannot believe they made an embarrassment of the talent he has in this film. This is one of the cheesiest sci-fi movies I've ever seen, and I refuse to add it with my Blu-ray collection. The whole time I watched this, I was hoping the cat would get eaten by an alien, but nope. The acting was so cheesy, I thought I was watching a low-budget sci-fi film the whole time. You haven't seen many movies. That's just a statement I just made. Well, this installment is pure trash. It is definitely on my top 10 horrible movies of all time. Really? You haven't seen a lot of movies. Save your brain and eyes from absorbing this terrible piece of cinema. Piece is misspelled, by the way. It's P-I-E, not P-E-I. I'm so glad I didn't catch this in theaters, as I would demand a refund. All copies of this should be burned, and I would rather watch Star Wars Holiday Special than endure the time I lost in my life watching this. What on earth were James Cameron thinking? What were you thinking? All I got was you hate cats. So does that mean you hate the first Alien? Because the first Alien has Jones the cat in it more. Does it mean you hate the first Alien? That's what I find funny. There's a cat. You hate cats for some reason. I don't know. Because you're a pussy and usually pussies hate other pussies. Maybe. But the first Alien has more of a cat than Aliens. Aliens has a cat in like the first 10 minutes. And then it's left behind. And this one, Aliens, the first one, that cat is in it the whole time. In fact, Ripley has to go back to get the cat. So do you hate Alien? You have no idea what cheesy means. You have no idea what low budget means. You haven't seen that many movies, I could easily tell. When you start off with saying, first of all, there is a cat, I hate cats, deal with it, When you start with that, no matter what the fuck you say afterward, it goes out the window. That's like me hating Wonder Woman 84 and going, you know, Wonder Woman 84 sucks. I hate lassos. I hate lassos. She got a fucking lasso. Tell the truth, I hate lassos. But what is your major malfunction about lassos? Words cannot describe how much I hate this piece of shit sequel to one of the greatest films of all time. Breaks every single one of my personal cardinal rules for what makes a great film. Oh, I love to hear this. Right from the get-go, it's evident that the James Cameron's intent is on taking the subtleties and atmosphere of the first film and turn it on its head. Every single cliche you can possibly muster up is used in this filth. Sorry, I mean film. Melodramatic and extremely over-the-top dialogue, scenarios, and acting all rolled in one. What was melodramatic about it? And by the way, you could put those cliches to the first film. Like, you know, you've seen Planet of the Vampires, right? The Terror from Beyond Space, right? Even though this is a horrible situation and Ripley was in the right, you still invited and bring the alien entity into the safe space. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a movie. Some people would view that as a cliche. Some people would view the cliche of why am I looking into this with this guy? Melodramatic. Extremely over-the-top dialogue. Like what? Like what? Within the first 15 minutes, Ripley is back and has a deep understanding of the aliens miraculously. Where did this come from? A deep understanding of the aliens? What are you talking about? As if her situation in the original has turned her into an expert on these aliens of a sudden. Where did that come from? Where did it say she was an expert? She dealt with an organism that she had a toe-to-toe with, so she knows it more than, say, someone who's never seen it before. She knows it has acid for blood. She knows the face hugger, and it puts a parasite inside of you to saw it come out of fucking Kane. Yeah, I think that makes her more of an expert than Gorman or Hicks or Hudson or anybody else. So what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, within the first 15 minutes with zero build-up or development, Ripley is back. Zero build-up, zero development. Did IQ just drop sharply when I was away? The whole thing about, I don't know, 57 years? Her daughter? Maybe this person needs to see special edition. The whole thing with her daughter? Her being fired and saying, we took your license away? Hey, Ripley, the colonists, and then she says no. Where's this no development, no build-up coming from? I mean, if you don't like the film, fine, but give actual good fucking reasons with it. That makes shit out of your fucking ass. They also now have boatloads of crews on the planet with the ship and have colonized it. Yes, it's been 57 years. Not 2 days or 2 weeks. Of course, the people on site consist of jokers, morons, and children. Okay, I guess because families or whatever. Moving along. Yeah, what is wrong with that? That's like when Star Trek the Next Generation had the ship with families. Because they had families, it was colonists. You know what colonists are, right? You know what a colony is, right? Look up the word colony, please. Please do. There's no build-up or suspense in any way, shape, or form like the original had. Now they are seemingly surrounded by hundreds of aliens and the stupidity begins to overlap one another. No build-up. So that whole scene where they come up to the colony, the base, and all of those look around the corridors, seeing the acid go through the floor, the remains of it. Ripley and Gorman watching on the video camera, going slowly through as the walls begin to change, and they see cocoon people on the walls. But yeah, there is no, what was the person? Absolutely no build-up in any way, shape, or form. Because what I just described, I guess, is not build-up. Yeah, that's why it takes, what, 30, 40 minutes to get to that point? Because that's build-up? Now, if you want to see a film that has no build-up, Underwater. That's a film that has no build-up, to be fair. Over-the-top performances by everyone. Absolutely cringeworthy dialogue and human wisecracks. Okay, how is Sigourney Weaver given an over-the-top performance? Again, the performance that got her an Oscar nomination. I don't know what makes her performance over the top. Could you explain that? I mean, you made a fucking novel of this. Why don't you explain that? In one scene, a crowd is standing and staring at an object barreling towards them with plenty of time to move, yet they all stand and stare until Ripley notified everyone to run. Because apparently seeing the object coming towards them wasn't enough to garner reaction. You mean the 2 seconds that it took? Literally, they're looking at the ship because it's supposed to land towards them. And then it went down, hit, then she said run. As fast as I'm saying it is as fast as it took. It's not like they were standing there a full minute as it's battling towards them. Run! In another scene, one super duper badass commando doesn't just shoot an alien in the face, he manages to have just enough time to stick the barrel in the alien's face, have the alien not react for a few seconds so the totally badass commando looking dude could say eat this before he pulled the trigger. Rock on bro, kick-ass USA. Well, number one, the shotgun is to push the alien back so its head is not right in the fucking doorway, because it's blocking the airway. The alien could not do anything because it's holding the doors open. You do realize his arm is here, his arm is here. It has a gun in its mouth. What's it going to do? Chew on it? Do you think aliens eat metal and guns? Maybe that's what this person thought. I'm not reading anymore. This guy's too fucking brain dead. Infect me with stupidity. Should I even keep going, man? Should I even keep going? I mean, I love this movie. I used to love this movie. One of my favorites, top 5 even. I love lines like, game over, man. Pretty much this person is ADD because, oh, we lag on for 45 minutes before we get to this. James Cameron, you put a dream scene of a alien pop out Ripley's chest to appease us for an hour? I hate you, James Cameron. You are boring. I want to see the aliens. We'll go see AVP then. Just watch this movie. Listen to the dialogue. Yes, I know how to spell, but IMDb won't let me add the UE. Okay, sure. I'm going to watch every other Cameron flick I own and then probably sell a copy to one of you that gives my review a thumb down. Trey, I'd give you a thumb down. Give it to me for free because you don't deserve it. Oh my god, I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. Fuck done. Fuck done. I'm sorry you had to experience that. My brain hurts. I got a fucking headache now. I swear to God, I did not have a migraine before I started this shit. I now have a fucking migraine now. And now I need to fucking tear my fucking clothes off, run naked with jelly all over my fucking, and let fucking Pekingese vultures come in and lick my fucking dick just to get some fucking migraine off my fucking dick. Fuck it, god damn it. In all seriousness, if you don't like aliens, that's fine. This is meant as a joke, but also not, but it's serious, but it's not, but I'm being serious, but I'm not. What the fuck, I'm crazy. But you know what, if you don't like the film, fine. But because you don't like it because it has cats, or because it's evil, or because shit that didn't happen, like Lance Henriksen got his face blown off but still did stuff. When did that happen? If you don't like the film, fine, but don't make shit up or be crazy. Fucking shit. If you ever want to see a video like this again for any movie, let me know, man. Let me know. Fuck. Can't believe I got a goddamn migraine now. Shit.